going through the solution for Bastille. This puzzle is a level 8 on the Puzzle Master difficulty scale. This puzzle and many others are available at puzzlemaster.ca. The main goal of this puzzle is to remove all 7 of these little pie-shaped pieces out of this cube. The cube has identical windows on each side, and all the pieces inside are this kind of pie shape. Just kind of attempt to show you. You have relatively limited movement within this puzzle, which makes it a little bit difficult. At the end of the day, what we're actually going to end up doing is we want to take all these pie shapes and essentially make a cylinder inside. When I was originally going through this puzzle and figuring it out for myself, I kept wanting to match up the corners with the corners so it made lots of room, but that is not the case for this solution. So I'll start fiddling and doing whatnot with it, because that's what it is. It's relatively fiddly. You'll be rotating these pieces and sometimes you just don't have the room to do so. Like right now I'm kind of stuck, so rotate things around, and so we got our first layer good. Now this isn't that terribly far from the solution. You might have more fiddling and moving around of these pieces than I do. I was just relatively close to having it done, so. And I also don't want to have an hour and a half of finishing this puzzle here for you guys. So I'll just rotate this bunch down here so that maybe I can have it drop in. Or maybe I should just rotate the top a little. Unfortunately, this probably isn't going to be the most entertaining solution video because it's kind of hard to see, so I'm moving that chunk back up here. So I now have 4 pieces that are in a cylinder shape, and now I'll flip it over and concentrate on these 3. And really that is one of the keys to moving these around, is just don't bother with the 4, just deal with the 3 and then switch. If that made sense, that was kind of vague. Hopefully you're kind of getting the gist of it. So we continue to rotate these and hopefully get them close to being where they need to be. So as stated, it is a little fiddly. It doesn't help that I have these big beefy fingers, and I mean, I'm sure lots of you guys are having problems with that too. Kind of hard to get in and manipulate these pie shapes. Oh boy. I'll get there. Once we have it in a cylinder, this will get a lot easier. Unfortunately, it is what it is, and I think it's cool still, even though you gotta really do some sliding and conjiggering. Okay. of these pieces look pretty good now. Now I just gotta rotate this one. And I've managed to get it stuck. Ooh, exhilarating. Okay. Okay, so we're kind of just using the corners to give us space. Sliding stuff off the way. Okay, there we go. So now we have 3 in a cylinder shape, and the bottom 4 should still be in a cylinder shape. So we can now turn it to its side. And we're going to try to kind of match up the cracks here between the two, so we can slide that one piece between the 2 cylinders. And then from here we can kind of just drop this piece out of this hole. Unfortunately, I need gravity's assistance. Well, maybe I don't. Maybe I can give you guys a better view. Okay, there we go. So I've now twisted it, and it will just pop out like so. So now from here we can more or less do the same thing. I'll move one over, up and out. And I will just remove everything so you guys can see what the reassembly would look like. And from here it's pretty easy now, as he fiddles with it and never gets it. Oh, I've just jammed everything up now. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, this is going to be a long solution. Not as long as Stirad, though. Ooh boy. That was a solution. Okay, so we got all our pieces. So what we did inside, just because I'm not 100% sure if things were visible, is this was the shape we wanted to make inside of the actual piece. And then what we did was we took all of these, we slid this into the middle, and they are the slickest pieces, into the middle, and then this was able to drop out with the hole. So now to reassemble it, we'll drop them all in. You don't have to be particularly fussy at the start. There's plenty of room in it, but I do like to get them arranged, because we're going to be making that cylinder again. So I'm dropping them in and I'm building my cylinder so it's kind of filling the bottom. I'm trying not to make a mess of it. And then I actually like to hold it like a diamond at this point, which isn't super great for you guys, but it might be okay. And then I'll just start inserting off the side. Now this last piece is a little tricky. Find you have to put it in the one way. And then you can slide this one over, I believe. And then I'll rotate that so it matches. So we now have our pie shape, our 3 and 3, 2 layers. And then we can just drop this one in the top like so. And back down, and we're back into a lock position. And then from here you can just fiddle with it and mix it up. Drop a piece down. Try to make it look messy so no one actually guesses the solution on you super fast, as we all like to share our puzzles. Either way, that was Bastille. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, we have plenty more like it on our YouTube channel. Haven't had enough? Join our community on Facebook or Instagram. Want more puzzles? We have a massive catalog of puzzles at puzzlemaster.ca.